Scriptures of the world say that God is within us. God is within. Go and find God within. If you want to find God, find it within first. Then one day it will be revealed to you that it's also outside, right? But the first contact, we need to do it inside. So when you begin to look into the human experience and you kind of dissect it by simply noticing what is present in the human experience, you find quite a few objects in the experience. And they are pretty simple. We are constantly in contact with them. These objects are, for example, thoughts, right? Emotions. Then we have sensations, visual sensations, auditory sensations, olfactory sensations. We have also desires, drives. We have beliefs. But if we begin to do an inventory, we will find about 5. There are no more. And some can be dissected into subgroups, like the senses. The sensory inputs can be dissected into 5 elements, 5 different types of sensations. But there are not that many objects in our experience that we can identify. But there is one thing in this whole human experience that is very strange. And when you begin to do this introspection, this looking within, at some point it dawns on you that not only there are all these mental objects that are kind of in a movie, moving, coming and going, because they are coming and going. The thoughts are coming and going, the emotions are coming and going, sensations are coming and going. And suddenly you begin to see that in your experience, there is something that is not coming and going. One thing that is not coming and going, right? That is permanent, as the Buddhists like to say, permanent versus impermanent. And that which is not coming and going is awareness. Awareness is the only thing in your life that is completely constant, like a rock, right? Minute after minute during the day, awareness is there in your human experience. And everything else is like a movie that is dancing in front of awareness. And awareness is that which is perceiving the movie. In fact, it is the perceiving of the movie. And the movie has all these mental objects. So we could say that the relationship between the mind and awareness is subject-object. The mind is the object that is this dance, is a dance of mental objects, sensations, thoughts, emotions, all day long. And awareness is the eye, the inner eye that is this perceiving, this constant perceiving of the movie of the mind. You see? But they are not the same thing. They are two distinct things. Why we know that they are different? Because the mind is in movement and awareness is constant. Also, every object that is dancing in front of awareness, every mental object is dual or dualistic, has a positive and a negative side. The sensations, visual sensations, can be pleasurable or uncomfortable. Same auditory sensations, same thought can be positive or negative. An emotion can be positive or negative. But awareness is not dualistic. It simply is. So we begin to see the difference between mind and consciousness or awareness. Why I call it consciousness? Because, in fact, awareness and consciousness is exactly the same. We can say, I am aware of that sound, or you can say, I'm conscious of that sound. There is no difference. In fact, you could say also, I'm paying attention to the sound. So attention is also awareness. I'm aware, I'm paying attention, I'm conscious of. These are different words in English to point to the same thing, which is this inner eye, E-Y-E, inner eye that is watching all the time, right? So that's when you begin to look into the human experience with some curiosity. What is in here? In Advaita, it's called self-inquiry. It's an inquiry into the human experience. It's a looking. And then you discover that there is consciousness inside. And then you say, okay, but I have discovered that there are just a few elements in the human experience, and then there is awareness. Where is God? Because I have been told that the divine is inside here. And then you say, okay, what could be God in the elements that I have discovered? And then you say, the mind, all the mental objects are coming and going in my experience. But awareness is the only constant, and I know that God is constant. God is not coming and going. I know that God is transcendent, so it transcends the duality of the movie. So it's non-dual, right? So, okay, so I discover God within. It's this mysterious perceiving that is happening. Another word, right? Consciousnessing of the world. So now, what is meditation? Meditation is to rest as consciousness, is to rest in the divine, is to be the divine. You are already awareness. May be difficult to believe it, right? Because we tend to have other ideas about who we are. I am the body, I am the mind, I am, so and so, I am this character, I am a human, you name it. We have all type of identifications. But when you peel out those identifications, you wake up to the very simple realization that you are pure awareness. Yeah? But even if awakening is not the purpose of this meeting today, because it requires more work, we can discover in our own life where God is hidden. Where is hidden in the human experience? And it's hidden in the most obvious place. It's hidden in that which is looking at the environment, at the mental objects. And then how we can, this awareness thing, that is going out, right? It's going towards the senses, toward the mind, the thoughts, towards the feelings. How we can bring this awareness back to a center in itself, where it can rest in itself. And that's meditation. Meditation is the simple resting in that core, so that the mind will let it be. It's not a problem. The senses, okay, no problem. The movie, let it be. But let's bring the rays of attention and awareness a little bit towards the center, so that we have a center that is not going out. And then we are contacting, in that center, we are contacting an aspect of the divine that is called peace. And then we begin to experience peace under all circumstances. In the middle of something uncomfortable, still we can have peace, because still we are somewhat interiorized. Awareness is somewhat interiorized. It's not going out, and feeding with attention the movie that has become at that moment unpleasant, because we cannot fix the movie completely. The movie will always be dualistic, right? It will have nice days and not such nice days. Hopefully most will be nice. But we can't control life completely. And if we try to do it, we will become control freaks. But we can always encounter a center in ourselves that is at peace, if we learn how to get there.